let's get in the third part of what 33 day. Okay, so we're gonna talk here on a what perspicacious person. Have you ever heard or think about how actually perspicacious person react or even on a small matter? How their thinking abilities like, how is they are like impetuous, or how they actually how their mentality works, you know have you ever think about it, uh, thought about it in this way? You might have, but you didn't notice, because that can be, that has a lot of things besides not talking on that matter, or anything like that. So uh, today we are come here to convey in that matter. Okay, again. So what do you think about that question? So if you have that kind of really a deep understanding, insights, you know in that way, but you are really a how you creative person, even you yourself and for other people, they always come to you, man, because they see some beneficial things on you, and even they come to figure out matter through you, through the help of your man yourself. So that's why, uh, don't think that you are really pernicious. You know, even people are really how pernicious, but you are really how really calm, and also a positive people having a positive mentality and mindset. So that's you. So even people talk to you, and they are, and their every behavior shows that they are actually how. That is clear that, and it is also lucid that they are pernicious, but you are not. You must have to be, you must have to be humble, and also how. But everything they will get in return, what they had, how they had treated you, and they actually treating other people. They're treating, we don't gonna care on this matter. We're just here to, if they didn't, if they need your help or aid or anything like that, that at the time they will get. Otherwise, they're not able to get anything from you, because you are a really a different person, and you have to be. You guys are listening properly. Okay, you have to listen. Even you are not listening it in that way, your own, you will get something really awful and terrible thing in your in the return. So be really how positive also. So if you are very how lugubrious in that way, just come out from that restlessness, or also that anxiousness. But if you had been in depression or what, that kind of really what miserable condition, in that way you might have convinced yourself, and somehow you have overcame from these all these things. And somewhat all these things might be within you also. But what about your mentality? It is really lucid that you must have to be resilient person or anything like that. So you are here to talk on that way, and you can convince in that way yourself. So that's why you are really how a good person, and you have to be. If you are not, then you will seem as a how psychopath person. Do you what are the benefits being a psychopath person? I know about you, man. You are really psychopath person. You only flirt with other people. You like but flirting just to get benefit and advantage from other people. I know everything about you, man. You don't need to be really how or you are thinking that saying something really secret and how suri pictures things, but we have to public this thing amongst the people, and I'm here, and what you guys are thinking here. I'm just saying everything on your matter or anything like that. That's not. I'm not here to relate this thing with you, guys. All these things are normal to have, and you can all, even I can be, but I'm not talking here but I'm just taking an example that's it. Or what do you think? If everybody are here, like how quintessential, do you think everyone's personalities, their images, their reputation, their every mentality, or even their how they think, that is like quintessential? How? But nobody knows the struggle behind that, being a quintessential person. You know, that's really hard and tough to become like that kind of person. How they have, who encouraged them, and from where they got incentive things, you know from other people. They had actually got all the things in their life, so that's why they are here at this time, at the top level of what uh, really a lucrative moment, and other also gaining from by those people. They also become what a vitriolic person, vitriolic person. Even you are not a vitriolic person, in that way you can become, because what it's don't need a lot of time, and you don't need to waste your more really and precious time on this matter. You can just uh, learn this all these things in a proficient way, and you'll have everything in your life. But and you can even able to get these things in your life, but you won't care about all these things, like how it's actually happening besides all the people, how they are talking about you. You guys are not gonna judge those people. You are here to only what become a ingenious and proficient person. So that's will be your mentality, and you have to keep all these things into your mind. So that's it, and that will be the turning point of your journey. And even you can assume it is like traveling for you, where you go on a trip. You are actually on a trip, so that way you can consider your journey, but your struggle must be high. Look like how ultimate and eternal, man. If it is like this, only in that case you will become that person. Otherwise everything will fade with your, if you are actually following motivation, inspiration, that can be even uh, from external and internal environment. So, but what, not, you mustn't has to be really your mentality mustn't be like inimical. Even sometimes you think, and it become like that. It becomes like that, in this way you will control, because you have already enough control over your feelings. And what do you think, what you guys are thinking here? And even your situation is really nostalgic, that something is really, I'm not going to talk about here, lust or something like that, but in this today's generation, people are just uh, they're losing control over their feelings, or uh, what emotion. So that's I'm here. If you guys are not gonna control yourself in that way, you won't get anything. So you have to write it also down on your copy. So if you guys are, if you have a doubt or anything like that, if a person even hardworking, or he's also dedicated, and somehow he had somehow he have done really precious and appreciating things in his life, but now he has lose his control, and everything he seems out of his control because of his lust. So in my personal experience, I have also faced and embraced all these things in my life. But now I follow discipline. I do meditation, or sometime hard home workout. So that's why my mentality comes at a point where I feel like I have enough control. So you also has to be like that person, who mustn't has to be like a really weak and fragile person, because you are also can do like other people. You can also be a monk, or you always have to follow the rules and regulation. You must have to normative person, what's going to be, and what would be right if I go through this way, or what can be really wrong if I go, if I'm going to choose this way. So you always have to follow spirituality all in that way you will become that man you ever imagined.